What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy, Markus B. Coming to you live from the new studio. We talk about it, we show it off. This is episode 100 of Holla at Me with yours truly. And as promised, it's me and the boys in the new space. We finally did it, folks. We're done with the Zoom for a little bit. Bless up. But we're in here talking about all kinds of things, catching up on life, personal. Came up with a new idea of what fear is and how we define it. During that part of the conversation, what would you say, about an hour 10? Yeah. About an hour 10 in, the video cuts out. The phone freaked out. It comes back on. We fixed it. Just keep listening. It's worth it. I promise. Anyways, if you like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe. Apparently, comments are part of the algorithm too. So drop a comment. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know anything. Talk mess. I encourage it. Like the video too. Hit the bell. Do all the things. Give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. We're trying to get it to more people, man. Help your boy get a retirement plan. That's what this is. Anyways, if you guys need any vitamins, supplements, anything like that, make sure you guys go to Redcon1. Use promo code T20MarkusB under tier operator before checkout. Help support the podcast. Get 20% off of your entire order. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Peace. What's up, man?
How's it going?
It's going good, brother. For the most part. Not really, but...
I mean, but it's, you know what's a little weird right now, though, talking right now? It's really dark.
It is really dark.
Can't see you.
Can't see me. Just kind of some dark voices with some ambiance.
Right.
I don't know, new guy Kris, how is there some more vibes going, or is it just dark voices?
Is there a way we can fix this, or like?
I mean, there is, but
Yeah. But anyways, as promised, we are on episode 100.
Yeah.
I told y'all we were going to be in the new studio by episode 100, so here we are. First thing we're showing off, we officially got the screen with the logo on it.
Yeah.
As you can see, we got the purple vibes. Going, but
PV.
Let's It's that Theo Von jokes, bro. Always does that. It's hilarious. Anyways, hey Google, turn the studio on.
You gotta enunciate.
Hey Google, turn the studio on.
Sure. Turn the 7 outlets on.
Bingo, bingo.
No,
and it stayed on.
Stuff. Yeah.
it stayed on. Hey.
Well, why are we keeping this part in?
Studio.
No, they didn't see the first part. They didn't see us try this once.
Yeah, well,
You see how now we did 30 takes before this.
30
Yeah,
takes.
like this is take 30.
It just kept. It was always that like.
This is technically like take 4.
Yeah.
No, or 5.
Well, it's been more than I'd like to admit.
Yeah, but we're
Anyways.
here. But we're here. That's what matters.
We're finally here. So, cheers, boys.
We
We made it to episode 100.
100 to 100 episodes
100.
of Holla at Me.
Holla at me with yours truly.
I don't like that. I both took a sip at the same time. I heard it all.
My bad.
Heard
Yeah,
every
we
last.
probably definitely should have kicked the mics
Yeah.
out. I apologize for anybody that's like me and wants to fight people over mouth noises.
Yeah.
No, we don't. But the double.
The double sip?
Yeah.
It's a bit much.
I'll turn it down there. It'll be whoop. Yep.
Random glitch and or just put like a very random
Different sound.
different sound. Yeah.
Bruh.
Also, if you hear any
A splish splash.
rumbling or other noise, there's currently
Crazy storm outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the sound of rain
It'd be raining sideways.
sideways, like a
like in Forrest Gump.
horizontal line.
Feel good about that?
Nope. Again, as we established on, no, we haven't established it on this episode. On 101, we established that.
We're not putting that episode out.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Oh, man.
Decided against it.
Decided against
It is about an hour 15 of just nonsense.
It's just not good. I'm usually here for nonsense, but it was
Yeah, it's not funny nonsense.
not funny nonsense. I was just dying.
Right.
Why don't we just let our 200 subscribers decide.
202, baby.
202.
We get to 300. We put out one unofficial 101.
Unofficial 101. But yeah, man.
Well,
This isn't as genuine, but nonetheless, like I was definitely very much out of it the last time we got together. So this feels more more real.
right, because we're actually like there's a little more spectacle.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, it
And
helps
plus we
we didn't
weren't
just
working beforehand.
Well,
Yeah.
that and it helps we didn't spend 3 hours getting all this set up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we spent a good amount of
Because
good time.
whenever we first came here for that day, we were like planning on. I think the plan was like to work and then shoot a little bit, but then we were like, let's do an episode, and then it turned.
Well,
into,
I didn't. I planned on doing a full episode.
Yeah.
I didn't think the
Oh,
work.
you did?
Was, yeah. Well, I didn't think the work was
Oh.
going to take 3 hours.
Yeah, no, I thought it was gonna be maybe an hour.
What were we
Maybe,
doing
yeah.
first? Oh, an hour of that we were doing with audio. There was
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
hum.
Audio, having to go to Walmart, get stuff, trying to
Right,
get the TV
yeah.
hang.
Right.
Hung.
I said what I said.
Enough.
We gotta stop saying that, folks.
you own your problems, bub. Own your problems.
That's how you get stuff wrong in the SAT.
Oh.
I got questions.
Oh,
wrong.
let me go take the SAT now
again.
because that's relevant to my life.
I mean,
what kind
no.
of stupid?
Hey, it's
Talking about
relevant to
writing
me.
stuff down.
Shut up. Oh, you are actually.
Big
That's right.
news. I'm
right.
going to college.
Yeah.
That's right.
You got Kris going to college.
You got Kris.
Starting in spring. Speaking of SAT, I got the enough score to where I don't have to take the TSI when I go
Nice.
in.
Atta
so,
boy. Way to not be mediocre.
Yeah.
That TSI course be taking people out, bro.
Yeah.
Whew.
What's the TSI course?
It's like the
It's just like a
prereq.
placement test.
Oh.
It's I believe it's a standard entry level test if you
Okay.
didn't take the SAT.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have to take it going to community college. It basically tells them where to put you in classes.
Oh, okay.
So if you score low, they're going to put you in this is a dumb class.
I see.
It's pretty rough being in a remedial course at a community college.
Yeah, that sounds.
However, I may need to go down because math is not my forte.
I get it.
I can get everything else, but math is going to be a little, it's tough because I'm doing engineering.
I was about to say that's
That's a deal
Oh,
with
it's
that.
a form of engineering, but it's
not
not,
good, but-
full on engineering.
There's still math involved.
still
yeah,
math.
it's still math. Yeah.
I don't know.
heavy set math.
I don't know of any engineering that doesn't involve some form of math.
Yeah. Luckily, I don't have to go too far into like a certain engineering. It's just like basic levels of each one.
Oh.
What's the degree plan again?
At Temple College, I plan on doing draft and design engineering technology. So it kind of just goes through construction phases of different drafting, like civil design, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and like how to plan and draft commercial buildings versus residential, stuff like
So
that.
it's like that feels like a mix of construction science
For some
and
reason, I thought you were gonna say it sounds like a jip. I don't know why. sounds like
that sounds
scam.
like garbage.
no.
No,
That sounds
no,
like
it sounds like
a legitimate job.
yeah, no, it sounds very legit as opposed to what me and Evan did.
It's gonna be.
It sounds like
used for forever.
construction science and like almost architecture.
In a way, yeah. You pretty much do a little bit of everything, especially when I move up to do bachelor degree. Once you do bachelor's and you go to a 4-year school, you have to take basically every basic level of engineering, so electrical, mechanical,
Civil or something.
civil,
Yeah.
civil engineering, basically all the basic levels, and then I think you have to take first level architecture and pretty much everything.
That sounds like a
So-
pretty dope degree.
Yeah, but the math goes all the way up to advanced. At Temple College, at least, goes to advanced math for science and engineering students or something like that. So it sounds a little scary because it's after calculus 2, 3.
Oh, it's after calculus too.
After calculus, I feel like that was before calculus.
Yeah, no, it's
I
after.
never actually took a calculus, so I have no.
I took pre-cal, but I cheated
Yeah,
my way through it in high school. So
Pre-cal was my. That was I think the one class where I seriously like felt dumb in.
Yeah.
Like I was seriously behind in that class the entire time, and
Pre-cal is why I didn't become a what was it going to be?
engineer or like
A mechanical engineer.
yeah. I could not do the. I don't even remember the topics. Like usually, like for most
Nope.
classes, I remember the topics, like AP Bio and all that. I remember those stuff. Pre-cal, don't remember a single, like, we did something with tangents. Like we did the whole coast. Was that in?
Couldn't tell you, bud.
Yeah.
You're the one with the memory.
I knew like what we went over, but I didn't really know how to do any of it. What didn't help is, so in the classes I didn't have friends in, I did pretty good.
Wow.
That's usually how it
But
goes.
the only advanced classes I took was my math classes, and of course all my friends that I had were in advanced classes.
Right.
So it was the only class I had with them. Therefore, I didn't pay attention at all.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was. I remember fairly distinctly doing like homework,
Yeah.
doing one problem, spending like 30 minutes on it, getting the wrong answer. I was
Right.
like, oh, this isn't for me.
Yeah, I remember I had this old like Southern white lady. She was just like, "Oh yeah, you did that all wrong." I was like, "What?" Like I worked on this. Like I was like, "Wait a minute." I was sitting in class like going over this. I thought it was one of those things where like, I think there was one day. I feel like this always happens to someone. That there was one day where you like missed something.
Yeah.
You like missed like one definition. Calculus would be like, "Oh, this is derivative day," and you miss like derivatives, and that's
Yeah.
all what calculus is. And you're like,
And then you're
well,
canned.
like,
Yeah.
That's my
That's kinda
favorite
happened to
phrase
me.
to say to people.
is getting canned.
Well, that. No, but oh, you missed that day. You missed that day.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you missed the day where we taught you how to read red light, green light.
right, yeah.
I don't know how you missed that day.
You missed that day,
But you managed to miss that day. Oh, you missed the day where we know the difference between capitals and lowercase.
God, dude, I don't know what it is with kids. They can't do that anymore.
No.
Like that day we were entering stuff into the computer. All of them
Baffling.
would just enter in their like full names with like no uppercase, like it was all like lowercase. I was like,
Yeah, to me it's weird seeing my name not with the first letter uppercase.
right. I'm like, how do you like in your mind go like this is okay, like I don't
This is okay. This is fine.
like they don't understand the significance of capital, or they would like have the city with like a lowercase t, or,
Yeah.
or like it'd be like. Like what's going through your mind where you're like, this is okay, I can do this.
I definitely missed the day in geography where we went over like state capitals. Couldn't tell you.
No, I was
The
there
only-
for that, but
The only state capital I could tell you are the states that I lived in, and that's a big maybe.
Florida. Because honestly,
Tallahassee.
is it Tallahassee? Yeah, let's say like that's.
it's like I don't even know.
Double check me on that. Double check me on
I
that.
kind of blanked on that one. I was like, it's either Tampa or Tallahassee.
Oh wait, freeze the.
Oh, there's my mouse.
There it is. Freeze the what?
I was telling him to freeze the screen.
Oh, so yeah. No, yeah, he's on dual screen.
Yeah.
New York.
That's an A. Albany.
Yes.
Aha.
No, I don't know. There was that day. Did you do like the state song?
Tallahassee.
Aha.
Did you? Yeah, everyone in my. I remember when I was in high school, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, the state song, Alabama, Arkansas."
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "What?"
Alabama, Alaska,
Yeah,
Arizona,
I could-
Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut.
I don't remember that at all.
It doesn't
Delaware.
flow, so I can't.
I remember the preamble to the Constitution, but like the.
Missed that day too. I missed.
Did you not watch Schoolhouse Rock? No. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish us as the true domestic tranquility.
Oh, did you hear about them changing the alphabet song?
No, what are they?
They changed
It's not
it
Twinkle
because
Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah. Well, it's similar, but instead of LMNOP, it's LMN. Like it's slower
Oh,
because of the LMNOP.
Elemental P.
Apparently, kids thought that was a word or a letter.
well, yeah,
A single letter.
That
Elemental.
always has been a crux of teaching the alphabet song. It was like, yeah, kids, it's 4 letters. LMNO.
LMNO.
I'm trying to think of like how you would change it. A B C D E
Here, I
F
can
G
see if I can look it
H
up.
I J K L M N O P. Like that.
B, C, D, E, F.
There's-
I'm trying to say like sing it with a note. H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z.
Yeah.
No, I sing that right.
LMNOP.
Did we just crush it? That's weird. I don't know.
HIJKLMNOP.
That's weird.
2, 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah, well, it used to be. Yeah.
Why is there no?
A, B, C, D, E,
Oh, it's
F,
because
G,
I think it's because I'm connected to that.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, H, I, J, K, da, da, da. They put it in on two. They put it on 3B. J, K, L, M, L, M, N, O, P. L, M, N, O, P.
Yeah.
Element, yeah, it's 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to tell me about rhythms?
H I
Come on,
J.
now, son.
No, I'm going to tell you about the rhythm. Just say H. I'm trying to like. Where does it fit over the H?
It goes over the
All
bar
right.
line.
Okay.
L.
So there's no sound, but I'm gonna say the letters as they come up on the screen. It's for like the rhythm. Oh, hang on.
4 letters
okay.
behind.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
Oh, so
Q, R, S, T, U, V,
I don't like this. This is
W.
no longer Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
X, Y, Z.
What is
Is
that?
somebody outside?
Somebody outside?
Oh, is it the song?
No, I think it's the computer.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is making?
I was about
My
to have a
bad.
stroke.
Yeah, that was giving me an aneurysm. Mental aneurysm.
That sounds
I
terrible.
think it's because it's connected to the TV, so I think the sound is trying to go to the TV for some
sure.
reason
Yeah.
instead
We
of
forgot
here.
to set up the TV, and we need to do when it's just you flying solo back there, Kris. You need to work. Actually, you just need to work on Evan's computer, right?
We can kind of go back and forth
Kind of go back and forth.
depending on what we need
Yeah.
to like have up.
Anyways, not a fan.
Alphabet. We're like trying to like rotate.
Skip days in school. That's where.
Yeah,
how we
yeah.
got
Skipping
there.
days in school. I'm trying to think of like other days. Like, so.
I don't remember any history class I took.
Really?
Nope. I remember my 7th grade history class. It was taught by it was my first black coach.
Same here. I remember my 7th grade history class too.
He hated me. And we took tests every week. It was 10 questions. We reviewed them on Thursday.
Yeah.
He gave us the answers.
There we go.
C D E F G
Hate this.
H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W
I hate that.
X
Y
Y
Z. Oh God. V.
That's garbage. That is garbage.
V.
Nobody's singing that. No, I refuse. I'm teaching my kid LMNOP.
But
Figure it out.
But
bud.
they also said don't teach your kids the alphabet song. I'm really into the whole like educational theory stuff when it comes to like children. It's
Songs are like the best way for kids to learn stuff. Makes
But,
it easy
like-
to memorize.
well,
Max.
Yeah, I pulled it up because the video you uploaded onto or I guess that you clicked on it or something, so
Yeah.
it showed like recently thing, and so I downloaded that and I started like put it on that thing to edit it. I was like, this is
an
like
old
the
one.
first studio, and so I like went through here. I was like, yeah, this was episode 16.
Ooh.
And so I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. It's not on there.
Yeah, I just kept uploading the audio file. That wasn't an audio file. My fault. Anyways, 7th grade history.
yeah. Take tests every week.
I would wear button-up shirts with frockets.
Who remembers what they whatever?
It's because I'd learned how to cheat. I have been one of the most efficient cheaters my entire life.
Really?
Oh, yeah. If I don't need to know it, I'm not going to work on it.
Future wife, you didn't hear that.
Never cheated on never cheated on a significant other.
Cut it. Clip it.
Never cheated on a significant other. You could. That's a fact. Anyways, And as an in education, I became a very effective cheater.
Now he's stuttering.
Yeah, you got me. You got in my head. God damn it. I'm not a cheater. So it was like 10 questions. So I would just write it on a little slip of paper, and I'd put it in the pocket facing up, and then I'll just pull the pocket out a little bit.
Interesting.
Do 1 or 2 at a time, and this is where people mess up on cheating, man. The only reason why a guy was able to get a perfect score is because he gave it to us. Right? If they don't give you the answers, you can never get a perfect score. Rule number 1 on cheating. Rule number 2, you can't answer the questions too fast if you already have the answers.
Right. Yeah, you gotta take your time with it.
You got to take your time. You got to contemplate.
Yeah, I was never.
Well, it's because you're a good person, Evan.
I'm what they call a nerd. So
I was going to leave it at good person.
Nah.
Call yourself a nerd.
Nah, I'm fine with being.
It really be sideways out there. God bless.
Yeah.
The rain is coming in.
I'm kind of thinking, like, I think I rolled the windows up. I'm pretty sure I did because I rolled them up before I got here.
They look
Nope.
rolled up to me.
Okay.
I've done that many a times.
If not,
In that car specifically.
Does your Miata go all the way in the garage?
It does, but I got to clear everything out against the back wall,
Okay.
or else the garage door won't close.
Okay.
So I just backed it in halfway so that way the windows.
Yeah.
If I have
It
time.
doesn't get like. Wait, is it covered?
I could have thrown the cover on.
Or like, is it like the windows? Is it like?
The back window's blown out.
Oh, it's still blown out. Okay.
Yeah, it's still blown out. I have it. It's somewhere. It's in the garage.
Okay.
And I need to figure out how to replace it.
Yeah.
If I have time on Sunday, I'm going to do that.
Well,
If I'm not dying,
don't be dying.
do my best.
Don't be dead.
speaking of dying, no, okay.
Speaking of death.
This
ever
year is
wondered?
killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are in full-blown Bantober.
Yeah.
And good googly moogly. She's a rough one, boy.
Yeah. This has definitely been the longest school year ever. It's like
So it's just not getting into October.
Yeah. 6 weeks is just now ending this week.
But yeah, I don't think it's been 2 months yet.
did the pandemic make things go faster?
Yeah, at 2020, like it's still 2020 to me, and we're about to be
Right.
in 2022.
I'm like, it's already the end of this year.
Like I'm just now processing that we're in 2021.
And it's October.
I still
Yeah.
don't, I don't think about it. I think 2021 was a fake year. I think we all died. We're now in the Matrix.
Like in 2012,
Yeah.
that whole theory.
Right.
The Mayan calendar.
We all died.
Homie was
now.
dyslexic. It's actually 2012. 2021. Damn. It's a good joke.
It's a good theory.
Fumbled.
It's a good joke if you do it right.
Yep. Anyways, marching band's hard, folks. And like I was talking to the homies at my church rehearsal. Being a high school band director is already emotionally, mentally, and physically demanding.
Right. Yeah.
And then on top of, but when you add on top of like the plethora of issues and things that going less than ideal,
Right.
it then becomes draining.
Right. Because it's no longer fulfilling.
Yeah.
Like when the work is like someone else I know, his program's like super successful, and he was posting about like how like, oh yeah, no sleeping this week, and I was like, whew, but also they're gonna win everything this week, so it's like, yeah, when things aren't going like well,
When you're killing yourself for a less than ideal package,
right, yeah,
you really start to call, God bless, is that the radar?
Yeah, we're
in this
right here. I don't know if you see my mouse.
Hell yeah.
smack in the middle of it, nice.
It be raining, boys.
Yeah, we got about. What time is it now? About 20 minutes till it passes over.
Okay,
And then it's just lighter rain.
20 minutes of a hiss, and then it'll be over, folks.
It'll be over.
Sorry for the background noise.
No. But yeah, it's definitely when things aren't going as well as you want them to, at the pace you want them to.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's really got me in some kind of way.
how do you mean? Like,
I told myself I'd be here for 5 years.
right?
This is year 4.
Yeah.
And previously, like, it was like, I'm going to say here for 5 years, but I'll probably end up saying more. But now that 5 years is looking real thin.
Right. Starting to look a little.
Starting to
Look a little less.
look like 5 years. Like, hard 5 years.
Like, yeah.
So, we'll see, man.
Yeah, I'm at kind of at the. Like, we were talking downstairs about, like, that idea of, like, having, like, a. Like, inferiority complex with a God complex.
Yep.
And for me, like, right now, I'm thinking, like, my God complex. Maybe this is, like, my problem, my own thinking is that I feel like my God complex kicks in at a later time. Like, when I'm 30, my God complex is going to kick in like crazy.
I can see that.
Like, I think.
Wait, see, he's almost there.
like not in like a.
I came out swinging, though. Let's be honest. Continue.
Oh, it's just the idea of like, do I think I'm like, do I think I'm like, one of the gonna be the best, or I am the best? Like, I mean, I have those like thoughts, but I don't think that now. I'm like, no, I'm not the best now. Like, I know that. Like, am I good? I'm good. I'm not. But it's also a matter of the situation too. Like, it's hard to be.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it because I'm in the same boat. I don't think I'm the best, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the quote unquote golden
The pinnacle, yeah.
era of being the top guy.
I think I will, and this is a part of my my ideas thing was making a. I like the idea of like having a district curriculum, like be a book one day, where it's like, hey, like our district does this, and we're successful. Here's the book, and
Yeah.
that's the.
They have that for elementary music.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could tell you.
It's like across the district. It's like all.
Northeast ISD. It's like every school has it. You're not required to do it, but it's like.
Right. Yeah. That's my thing. I'm not gonna be like, if I'm the head band director of a school and I have 3 middle schools, I'm not gonna be like, you all have to be like. But it's a way to be like. We all have the same goals at least.
Yeah.
And we all have the same like way of getting there. So it's like, if you.
Can you look that up? I'm trying to figure out the name. I want to shout it out. It's a great book. I'm trying to figure out how you would look it up though.
Like
Put
Northeast
K through 5
curriculum guide.
music education curriculum
Sure.
book.
Because I would love to have like a band curriculum book from high school to like including marching band, jazz band, like have a chamber music thing, solo
There's
thing.
learning through music,
It's a color coded music series.
teaching primary music, music appreciation.
You said it was Northeast ISD, right?
Yeah. Put in NEISD.
NE as in
N-E.
N-
The letters, N-E.
NE.
Yeah.
Okay.
ISD.
ISD.
K through 5 music curriculum book.
That would be like. That was part of my idea.
Responsive classroom music art PE.
I don't. I can't think of how you'd look it up.
The name of it. I don't know.
All good.
Yeah.
But no, that would be nice. I definitely see what you're saying.
Yeah, because that's my. I feel like that's where my God complex would be in. Would be like, we have like the best the best curriculum. Like that's where my like God complex would. But again, that can't kick in until like I'm the head guy with a staff
So
that's
you're
all on the same
pretty
page.
well established, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm well established. Again, that won't happen until I'm 30, 40.
Yeah.
When I'm 40, and then you sell that book, you make millions of dollars, and you'll have to teach me, or you can just clinic. That's the end goal.
That's the goal.
Not literally, but
Just last long enough to get young cats to pay you to come say the same stuff.
Dad, I hope the podcast blows up.
That or hope. I mean, that's really the goal. If I could just do this for a living.
podcasting's a weird thing. Like it's a weird.
It's a weird business model.
I'm trying to like look into the future of podcasting to see like because right now like everyone's doing a podcast, and I'm like
It's
wondering.
a game.
I'm wondering what the market like is gonna look like.
I truly believe it's a game of longevity.
Just like who can last the longest.
Yeah, man. Because every podcast you know that's successful has been so for plus 5 years.
You know.
With the exception of the hitters like Stiff Socks.
Yeah, but Stiff Socks only became popular because they were both comedians and they already had a big following, and then they were like, let's make a
that's the thing.
podcast.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. The longevity thing is every famous person is trying the podcasting.
That's true.
But that doesn't mean that they're good at podcasting.
Yeah. They're just doing it because it's the trend.
Yeah, it's the trend. It's the next market move. Makes the most sense, but it's not guaranteed longevity. Like if you're not good at talking to somebody for an hour plus, like
Well, yeah, because
you can't keep that up.
The thing is, if everyone like podcasting to me is the ultimate ultimate look of that. Like I want to be a fly on the wall in that room. Whenever those two people are talking,
Yeah,
it's the ultimate like form of that now. Because now we can people are literally like in the room with us as we talk. So,
and that's why Rogan is successful, is as successful as he is. He's putting out the numbers that he is because he's. God dang it!
is that thing not tightened up?
Nah, I just timed the wrong thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he's getting the people.
I can hear you.
He's getting the people that you'd want to ask questions to, and he's asking the questions how you would ask them.
Yeah, like he's not asking them in like an interview kind of way. He's more like I'm genuinely
Yeah,
curious.
like anytime he has a doctor, he's just like, I'm not smart enough to keep up with all your terminology.
Right.
What the hell do I need to take? Tell me what I need to take, why it's good for me. Cool. Next thing. It's cool that you know the jargon. 99% of people don't. And it means nothing to you.
Yeah.
So. And then, you get people on there like Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, and they just talk shit for 3 hours, and it's awesome.
Oh, man.
I love Tom Segura.
Dude, Tom is he's one of the most awful people. Like he can be so awful. But he's hilarious.
Him.
He's one of like him and Jesselnick. Like I heard a podcast with the two of them together.
It's awesome. It was so
I was like, oh man, they're they're two they can be
so
hilariously
good.
awful.
Equally as awesome, Bert Kreischer and Ari Shaffir.
Yeah,
Because they're both just wild, in different ways,
Yeah.
different type of wild boy.
I didn't realize partying was an activity for people.
What?
Like how Bert is he's like, oh yeah, you want to party this weekend? It's just an activity,
What?
like
What did you think it was?
like a standard activity.
Yeah, you keep just saying the same thing.
Like a
what was your definition? Well, I understand what your now definition of partying was.
My
but what
idea-
I'm confused on is what your previous definition of partying was.
my not and I guess not the I know I know what partying is, but I thought that was a once a couple of months.
What's a
kinda
blue
thing.
moon?
Yeah, one
No, you're just a nerd.
yeah, I don't have the energy for
How do you think Vegas stays alive? brother?
people are just partying
Every day.
every day.
Every day.
Yeah, I cannot. It's like Tom Segura's
Yeah,
bit
it's
about
not me.
how he stayed in Vegas for 2 weeks and was like, "Do you want like cake, fried chicken, and strippers for booze for 14 days straight?" Like,
Some people do,
like,
and
yeah.
that's why they stay there.
Sounds awful to me.
Yeah, it's because you're a nerd.
Sounds hot and exhausting.
Me too.
It's half of my personality.
Yeah, I can't deal with it.
It's weird because half my personality is burgers in a shack on the beach.
Teaching kids.
That's a soft third.
Soft third.
That's what we were talking about with the being in elementary school, being taught by these teachers, and a lot of them are young. When you're a kid, you just think they're a teacher, but you don't realize they probably go out drinking and get rammed on every night.
Sloshed every
yeah.
night. Yeah, dude.
Like, I had this thought the other day. I was like, one of my English teachers was definitely like an alcoholic. I'm like, he definitely, like, no kids, like, in, like, his late 30s. I'm like...
She was a freshman teacher like when my senior year.
Yeah.
English teacher. I was talking to a teacher back from the day, and she was like, "Oh yeah, no, she was awful." Like, she told us that she would stop at Walmart to buy a new blouse for the school day. Because she stayed out. She didn't make it home the night before.
That's sad.
Oh.
She's not teaching anymore.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, but yeah.
Oh my God. That's
wild.
I could not imagine, like, oh my God. Why would you
Imagine waking up with a hangover in some random dude's bed, and then gotta be like, okay, I gotta go teach some 6-year-olds.
Time to go look a 14-year-old in the eye.
And tell them they need to do better.
Their essay isn't good enough. You've missed every comma.
Could you imagine, like, marking a comma after the night you had? You take out that red pen, just hung over, just... You said "and," but it's "but."
Yeah, dude. There's some wild, like teachers still are teachers. Excuse me, teachers are still people.
Yeah, there's still people. Yeah, it's weird. I was buying. we were all about to hang out. And I was about to buy a drink to have a fun weekend or whatever. And I was at HEB and walking out with some drinks, and kid was like, "Mr. Simmons."
It's not what you want
What
to
are
hear.
you doing with those? I was like, "Hey."
What's up, nerd?
I was like, "Hey, mind your business. Turn around."
Oh, it was like,
Should have been like, who?
Who? I don't know.
You look a lot like my teacher.
I like my shoes.
Don't know who that is.
Mr. Simons?
Mr. Who? I don't know.
That's not me.
That's my twin brother.
That's my twin brother. He's a good guy.
Problem is, I even know the kid that even said that.
Nah, it's definitely it's the handful of times I'd go into one of the restaurants and one of the junior seniors is a server or busboy, just sitting there with a drink on the. that was even worse. Like if it was just like it was me by myself and all I had was a drink on the bar. I'd ordered food, but you didn't see it because it hadn't come out yet. So I'm just sitting at the bar by myself. Hey, Mr. B. What's up?
I think that feeling goes away after you have kids. After you have kids, because I still don't feel like an adult yet. It's weird. I still don't feel like a
I
full-fledged,
I feel that.
I was telling Mia about this yesterday. I saw a TikTok. It was like, when I was a kid, I would tell myself, I'm going to go to bed when I want, when I'm an adult. Apparently that time is 9:30.
I'm going to go to bed whenever I feel like it.
Yeah,
I feel like it at 10.
I dream of being able to go to bed at 9. Ugh. what it'd be like to get a full 8 hours of sleep a night. If only.
Well, you don't?
No.
Just can't or like won't?
No, I just can't.
Oh, okay. You don't think I'm like
My days don't end until 7:30, 8 p.m. I gotta eat. You gotta let the food settle for an hour.
Oh.
That means I'm getting into bed at 10, 10:30. I'm doing my night routine, and then pass up by 11. Gotta wake up before 5.
Night routine.
Yeah. Journaling, man.
Oh, you're journaling?
Yeah. It's nice.
Interesting.
I definitely can see why it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But as someone that grew up as like a more of a I write things better than I say things.
Sure.
Like I'm able to kind of flesh out my feelings
Yeah.
and thoughts for the day. And
Yeah, I mean that's what my therapist said. It was just like writing stuff down is way healthier than just like thinking it. Like you can.
yeah, it's definitely between that at night and then my morning stuff of the stretch, meditation, yoga,
Yeah.
morning affirmations, like those inside 8 hours, real nice. And then I start my regular school day, and I'm like, haha, JK.
Inside 8 hours, like the.
Yeah, between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. Inside 9 hours.
It's a very weird way to think about that.
Yeah.
That's a very weird because I usually think of it like the opposite way, or like the inside of my day is the middle part.
Well, inside as in the sense of that's the only time I'm inside my house.
Wow.
Neat. People keep asking me how like homeowner life is. I'm like, oh, what?
I don't know. I'm barely here.
A, that question's goofy. B, I don't live here. I sleep here. I live at the goddamn high school.
Yeah.
Come on now.
That's fair.
That's one thing I'm not looking forward to when I become a high school director is the the nonstop like.
Yep.
I'm hoping whatever school I like, hopefully like get into is like morning rehearsals because I love the idea of like
Nope.
7:30. Well,
Morning
y'all start
rehearsals are
school at
trash.
7. What?
Morning rehearsals are trash.
You think so?
100%. Useless.
I'd rather be home by 5:30.
Yeah, that's great. I'm talking about effectiveness of the rehearsal.
Well, yeah,
Morning rehearsals are trash.
because you know
If you want to be home by 5:30, keep at middle school. Simple as that.
that's true.
Or be like the homie Connor. He's done by 3:30.
Done by 3. Jeez,
Elementary music, baby.
man, you're just done.
No expectations.
You just have your lesson plans and.
And he's a Northeast ISD, so he doesn't have to type out lesson plans. He's got the book.
No, they have like a.
The book is straight up a day-to-day lesson plan.
See, that's legit.
It's
I love
super
that.
legit.
I love that.
Beautiful.
That's so like you don't have to like. There's no like. That's whenever they're talking to us about like oh we should have a curriculum for the district and so I'm like yeah we should all have the same like not day to day because you know like band's a fluctuating thing but like should be some form of like we all do this same exercise. Top
Makes
down.
more sense, cuzzy.
They're gonna get heated about.
Why would we have the same middle school program when we only have one high school?
I don't know.
Why would we do that?
I don't. That makes no sense to me.
We have kids that know things while the other kids don't, and vice versa.
I mean, I told you I don't know if I told you this, but like the way that my symphonic band book is, it's like based on I made like a marching version of it, and it's like a marching daily routine thing. And I like based it like off of that. So I'm like, by the time they get to high school, they like they can do
It's the same thing, but marching band.
They've been doing that exercise now. You just have to do it standing up. It's a concept.
It makes too much sense, Bubba.
No, I can't do that. Can't make sense here What?
I did not realize how disrespectful calling somebody Bubba and Bucko was. But I've started saying it to
Bubba?
kids. Yeah. And dude, they just clown on each other. It's partially like why, like the context of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just like, Bubba, what are you doing? Why are you not behind your board right now? Yeah, you should be behind your board. Yeah, thanks, bub.
I still just say dude.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
I get bored with saying it, so I just add new things.
That's my go-to for people who are just acting
The
away.
the most sarcastic is thanks, Bucko.
Bucko is definitely a hard one. It's that hard K.
Hard K. Hard K.
I don't like that word for some reason.
Bucko.
It was a visceral reaction. You good?
Sorry. I'm like
Making
looking
a
at-
claw.
That's swollen, right?
That's a little bruise.
It's been there for like more than a month.
Well, you have cancer.
Don't even get me started.
What?
Sorry. I'm like a
Is
serious.
something you're hiding from us, Evan?
No, I'm like a serious like hypochondriac.
That's not
I
good.
found out. Yeah.
Super what?
Hypochondriac.
What's that?
Believes that every disease he has.
Oh.
Yeah.
Believes he has every disease that he
Yeah.
sees.
Every time I like.
Speaking of which, I found out I got anxiety.
That makes sense.
Didn't really realize that. Because I don't get, like, anxiety attacks unless I'm talking about, like, death for some reason. Like, I don't know. It's weird. But I was watching TikTok, ironically, and they were talking about, like, kind of like a relationship anxiety thing. And if you do, like, think about these kind of things, you probably have relationship anxiety. I was like, I do all of those. I was like, I wonder if I have anxiety. So then I looked up, I was like, what are symptoms or things that you think of when you have anxiety? And went through the list. I was like, yep. I was like, well,
Damn.
don't really know what to do about it.
Put a
but-
pin in anxiety attacks. I'm gonna get back to that.
Okay.
What were you saying though?
The hypochondria. Yeah. No, I've recently like every time there's something wrong with me, I'm like, oh, I'm dying. Like, no, I'm like serious.
I
Like,
know you are because I say like I'm like, oh, I'm dying, but I don't mean it, but I could tell that when you say it, you're like, oh, no, I'm actually gonna die now.
yeah, like
So long, world.
Like I had this little thing on my finger. Probably just cut something and like probably just needs to get like popped or whatever. It's fine. And then I had this like bruise on my lip, and it's like it's going away, but it's gone away over the course of like the summer. So I was like, that means I'm dying. After I changed my diet, I went to go get a blood test because like I was feeling bad one weekend, and I was like, of course, like this is after a week of like clean eating.
Yeah.
And then I go and have like a trash breakfast at like McDonald's. And I'm like, I'm dying, doc.
Yeah, so very antiquated reason on why you feel like trash, but you're like, nah, my body's actually just giving up on me.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I was like, nope, I'm definitely
Stepping
like,
out at 24.
I'm diabetic. I'm gonna have a heart attack tomorrow. I'm like, no, I'm not. According to my blood work, I'm perfectly fine.
I'm black. I have diabetes. It's all over for me.
I was like, am I just dying? And I got I had like a cut, like a pimple or something on my leg or something, and then I like popped it, and it was like bruised for a second, and it didn't go away for a while. I was like, that's cancer. I was like, yeah, it's just.
See, I'm the complete opposite when it comes to stuff like that. I get like cuts or something pop up. I'm like, I'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
It'll go away.
I used to be like that. Things would pop up, but then I would be like, I would say things are fine. I think I fear dying at like a young age.
I've accepted it.
I fear dying at like 40. Like,
Oh, me too. Oh, that was fun.
I'm not trying to die at 40. Oh my God.
I'm not trying to, but
If it happens.
at this point, I expect it.
That was a long one.
Once I make it past 40, I feel like I'm on borrowed time.
After 40,
Yeah.
you're 45 and you're like, I could die tomorrow.
I'm gonna keep doing my best to not suck, but
Yeah.
I'll be surprised.
Then why like
If you
work?
eventually have kids, they still won't even be moved out by that time, right?
Yeah,
Then why like work out so hard and stuff? If you're like convinced that your
you gotta take care of your meat wagon.
meat wagon's gonna be gone.
Well, yeah.
You got 15 more years of your
That's why
meat
you got
wagon.
Blue Chew, not sponsored.
We've already established that I believe I'm a get got by some way or somehow.
In the shower.
In the shower,
Yeah.
just general living. I believe I'm a get got. That's my type of fear. When we spun out,
Right.
I believed I was gonna die. You believed I was gonna die. All the homies at high school, they're like, "Oh no, yeah, Markus is probably gonna die first." Like, it's just kind of well understood that once you get to know me, like, think about it. Do you think you're gonna die before me?
Depends on how you die.
The answer is no. That's what I'm saying. Every
you
way.
know how I'm gonna die. It's gonna be a cancer at 85. But
Exactly. Like, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
you can see me dying
shouldn't say that out.
any which way.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you see them like, no, he's probably gonna, cancer's probably gonna get him.
Yeah, I could see you like
Cancer's not gonna get me.
you like have some like you like I'm gonna go a trip to Santa Monica and like you like and then you
And the engine falls out of your little Miata.
Yeah. Car crash, plane flight.
yeah you definitely do have like riskier behaviors.
But I'm not necessarily a riskier person.
Yeah, you are.
Am I?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't really think so.
you definitely like put a lot more like. I mean, it's your whole thing with like money.
Yeah, that's right.
Like you're like
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
like I'm still looking up like how much I should save for retirement and stuff like that. I'm like, I saw something that was like 10 years salary you should have saved up,
Jesus.
and I was like, it's like for me I'm like $600,000. I have to have like. See, it's those kind of thoughts that run through my head all the time. So when I when I go through that stuff, I'm like, that's when all my risk like factors like that's when I stop having. That's why this stuff bothers me. it's like
I can't get cancer. I'm not gonna get to able to save up all my money.
right. I'm like, yeah. So that's when the risk factors go down.
That's
but,
fair.
But you're just like, I'm gonna get got. I'm not gonna.
I believed I'm gonna get got since I was in high school. So it's just I just feel like if once I get to 40, I'm on borrowed time and life's good.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
that's interesting.
Tell me to put a pin in anxiety attacks.
Let's talk about anxiety attacks.
Do you want to talk about that?
Who wants to have one? Anybody? First go.
I think about
So many people have been having god dang anxiety attacks this year.
Yeah.
And because I'm the Zen master,
Sure.
one with meditation and calmness, I'm always the person that gets called.
Yeah.
And then I've got to talk somebody off the ledge from their anxiety attacks. And I don't know if you know how long it takes to get somebody off. It's about 15 minutes.
I mean, from having one, yes.
Yes.
I've had two. I've been like, this is a moment.
It is so stressful.
Yeah.
Being the guy that people call to deal with an anxiety or panic attack.
Right.
I'm really good at it.
But still.
But still. Learn how to breathe, people. Learn how to breathe.
Yeah, I've never had a full-on anxiety attack. I have had a breakdown a couple times. But when I talk about my anxiety attacks and talking about, like, death, it's more thinking about, like, earlier today, I was thinking about how,
Don't have one right now.
I can't even remember exactly what I was thinking about. It's like thinking about, like, a year. It's like, okay, a year is kind of long, but you think about it, if you live to your 80, that's 1/80th of your time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've already lived 20.
Right.
Yep.
So I only have 160.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
like
20
thinking about like time I have left.
75% of your life.
Yeah, thinking about like time I have left and like dying. I don't know. Like I never like get to the anxiety attack, but my heart starts beating fast. I'm like, okay, I need to stop thinking about that. And luckily, I'm able to move on. But yeah, I get myself like halfway there, and I'm like, okay.
Death is a thing a lot of people don't like to
Like I'm
think about.
pretty chill talking about it with like other people, but if I'm
Yeah.
in my head about it,
Yeah.
it's
I do kind of the same thing. I tend to swerve it. I've gotten better at like not swerving it, but like there's definitely times where I'm like, "Whoo, let's spin this bus around, move that bus." Yeah.
When you believe you're gonna get God, death doesn't bother you. I feel like I'm gonna get stabbed. I'm like, I fucking knew it. Told y'all. And then like that's gonna be my last word. Is like, told y'all.
But who's gonna like my big thing?
I don't know who's gonna stab me, Evan. I don't know.
That's the thing. Like when I think of like am I gonna get stabbed, or when like people talk about like, oh, like I'm gonna get murdered or something, like I'm gonna be on a murder podcast. I'm like, who's gonna murder you? Like, what makes you think?
what have you done?
Yeah, like what makes you think you're gonna?
Should I be worried?
Thought. It's not
Right. Yeah, it's not a.
just like it's not rational that you think you got a
this is
bruise
cancer.
that's cancer.
Right. Yeah, it's not.
It's a different type of hypochondria.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. That if you put something before that rhymes with that, that would be bars.
Yeah, the closest time I think I've gotten to like an anxiety attack, I think I was coming back from Lubbock, and I was just kind of looking around and enjoying the scenery, and for some reason I thought to myself, one day I'm not going to get to enjoy this.
That's a rough one, Bucko. Oh my god.
I was like, yeah.
Take it in.
I thought that one thought. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm putting on the music. I'm about to put on a podcast.
But that's the thoughts that I have, but that's also why I believe I enjoy shit more than regular people.
Yeah. Well, I don't enjoy stuff all the time, but I definitely I definitely hate when people are like not observant of life.
For sure.
I'm like, observe it. Like, look at all of it.
I don't
take it in.
I definitely don't enjoy everything about my day-to-day life,
Right.
but because of that,
Yeah.
excuse me. Because of that, when I do get those days, like I'm taking next weekend off.
Yeah.
God bless this.
It's the topo.
Note to self: don't drink topo on there.
Right.
Don't let me drink a topo next time, boys.
Kick you in the teeth. No topo.
Coming up the stairs.
Kick you back down.
You can take that back down.
Try again.
I'm like more present, and I believe like I know how to enjoy the time I have off because I know I don't have time off. You know what I'm feeling? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ish.
Well, I guess the thing I like right now, I definitely have more time off than you do.
Yeah.
So there's definitely like times where I want my time off. I kind of see it as just like during quarantine. Like
Yeah.
I've said this multiple times. Like I fell into like a beautiful rhythm of life. I would like go on my run, or it was kind of like a jog.
Light jog.
But do that, breakfast, I'd practice, I'd read, I'd go to the pool. Like I had this like great routine of life, and I kind of want those are my days off.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's not productive, but
But you're doing something.
It's productive for myself. That's what I see as
what's the word?
Self-care.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like it
Wasn't exactly what I was thinking, but that works.
Yeah, it's around that idea of like it's more like self-care than it is. That's what I kind of see as my days off.
Yeah, my
Working on yourself, really.
yeah,
Kind of
my
thing.
self-care days aren't like I also need lazy days,
Yeah, that's true.
But like my self-care days are going and eating 5 times at 5 different restaurants. Like that's what like fulfills me is like probably one of the best days I've had in a long while. I was with Connor, and we're gonna do it this weekend as well. We woke up like at 9, 8 or 9. So like not early, not late, like a normal, like healthy
Yeah.
wake up time. Got ready, went to a bakery, ate some bread, ate some pizza, went to a coffee shop.
At 9 in the morning.
Yeah,
Pizza at 9 in the morning. It's early pizza.
it was a flatbread. It was artisan pizza.
Okay.
Went to a coffee shop, went to a lunch spot, got some tacos, went to another coffee shop, went to a dinner joint,
Is everything still recording?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was.
went to a bar, went home, changed, went out again to eat, got some more drinks. Like, that's the best day
You kind of see that as a self
for me. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, being just busy enough and having just as enough of a plan,
Yeah.
but being the most loose about it. The only thing we had planned for that day was to go to the bakery.
I see.
But we both like had the rest of the day off.
Yeah.
You hungry? Yeah. No. It was like after the food, it was like, you want to go get some coffee? Hell yeah, man. Let's go get some coffee. And then it was just like just long enough past the food. It was like, I could eat again. And it just kept being like small food.
Yeah.
So it allowed us to keep kind of like food, drink, food, drink.
Now, were
food.
y'all conversating the entire
Yeah,
time?
the entire time.
Because that's the part that I would struggle with is the like conversating for.
And I mean, not the entire time. Like in the car, it would be like a lot of times with me and him specifically, it's like, yo, you gotta check this song out. And we're both so open-minded to music
Yeah.
that we're able to enjoy anything that the other person puts on.
Sure.
So he could show me some. He showed me it was Yo-Yo Ma, a mandolin player, and something else.
Yeah, it's it's Yo-Yo Ma, Kris Thiele, and
Of course he knew.
it's the Silk Road Ensemble. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
He told me he didn't tell me what it was. I almost bought. I should have bought a record. I'm really upset that I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, we also went to a record shop that day.
I can't do that anymore. I can't do it.
What do you mean?
I tried, and they're doing me like white people in there. Like it was too
Oh,
like
baby, you know you got to get over that. They take everything from us.
there was like too much of the like
Hey now.
there. It was too much of like the hip like. Well, granted, the one I went to,
Yeah, the garbage hipsters.
it was in Frisco, and there were two people that were like,
You also got to understand they're not going to get the good music.
no, they're all there like looking at like, I want to get a Beatles album and I want to get the Strokes. I'm just like, can we just? Why are we all? Plus, I can't. I don't want to get back into vinyl. I got like 10 vinyl albums and was just like, all right,
Give them to me. Since you're not going to use them. I'll take them. That's where I got the. And I love getting early albums of like great acts. Like I got the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
Sure.
Like one of their first albums.
Yeah,
There's no hit record,
all right.
but it's so dope.
Yeah, something that's like like.
It's still got the vibe. Like if you know the Furious 5 and all them, it's just like, okay.
Just didn't have that breakout hit or
They
whatever.
have just no breakout hits, but you got the like
You said no topo.
I know. Well, I gotta finish it. You can't.
Not on the show.
I'm doing baby steps. I need to drink something. Shut up, Kris.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored by Triple G.
If you'd like to sponsor, we'll also take sponsors from Liquid Death. I will gladly
Liquid Death.
throw this out the window and
Purge.
get Liquid Death.
Chugging Liquid Deaths.
It's just water.
I know it is.
You're talking about the like relaxing and work self things or whatever. Whenever, for me personally, like after work and I get home and stuff, if I'm chilling for more than an hour, I feel like guilty because I'm not doing anything. So like the other night at like 8 o'clock, I was like, I'm gonna pick up my office, and I took 2 hours and it was 10, and I went up to my room and was like, my room's kind of a mess. So I spent an hour cleaning my room, and then it was 11:30, and I was like, now my house is all cleaned. I ain't got nothing to do.
Having a clean house definitely is like I recently cleaned my apartment. Like I did a deep clean. I saw a bug, so I was like, all right, like
You should feel bad about that.
yeah, I did. Like even though it's bug season. Like I live in an apartment and I had the outdoor.
Yeah, I get bugs all the time, but if you see where I live, then I can't do anything about it.
I was like, all right, time to clean up, and so I did a deep clean. I was like, and now I'm like, I want it to stay like this all the time. Problem is when I have a week where I'm like doing stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like I get into a problem of like, oh, it's late night. Let me just take these pants off right here. I'll deal with it later.
So that's your issue.
What?
You have no discipline.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, no. This is a yeah, no, this is like a thing for me. It's like I'm bad with discipline.
How many times have you seen my house less than 80% clean?
Define 80% clean.
Just whatever you feel like 80, like
Yeah, it's never like dirty. Like it's
it's always at least 80% clean.
yeah,
And I kind of purposely never get it to
100%.
100 because then the OCD kicks in. Then I got to keep it at 100.
That's kind of where I'm at. Where I'm like,
But see, here's the issue: you allow yourself to get to the 40%.
40.
That's
I've
bit-
dived deep. No, well, no, it doesn't get bad.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
No, like I've definitely like left out. Like I have a big thing now of I have this big old. I mean, you've seen that my kitchen counter. I have this big old like kitchen counter, and I would always just come home and put stuff on the counter. Now I'm like nothing goes on the counter. I want a clean space. No,
Yeah.
I can eat food on there, but it has to get wiped down afterward. Like there's no things on the kitchen counter, and definitely like walking in and seeing that like empty space feels like
it feels nice.
feels good. So I'm trying to
I get the one spot. It's the side table once you enter.
yeah.
The random stuff. That's where that goes. Other than that,
I have a little thing. I've had this thing since college. I got it like freshman year of college. It's like a little door hanging thing, and I put my my wallet and my keys in there and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, because I used to put it all on the kitchen counter. I would all set it out there,
Yeah.
so that I can like in the morning like, scoot by. But I'm like,
yep.
no, I need to have a clean surface, just so I can like. But it like cleans my mind too a little bit.
Yeah. That's what I've been kind of doing with my dishes. Every morning, I've been trying to do all the dishes I had from the night before. Because doing dishes after you cook isn't fun. So
No,
I'd rather
Do it.
cook it, like cook breakfast after making breakfast, let it cool down. While it's cooling down, I just do all my dishes real quick because it's like maybe 6 or 7 things. And then,
It's a lot easier to clean 3 dishes as opposed to 20.
yeah.
right? Yeah, I used to do that in college all the time. I'd just pile up dishes and.
You're a trash person. I would have hated living with
And I
you.
started making my bed, and it's habit now.
Always make your bed.
Yep. Making your bed feels good.
I told Mia about me making it. It's like, that's weird. I was like, I thought so too. And then there was one night or one morning I forgot to make my bed, and I got home and I looked at my bed and I was just,
Frustrated with yourself.
yeah.
There's nothing better than crawling into a made bed.
It feels good. It's a very clear, I am done for the day.
Right. When you get to pull off that, you're just like,
Pull it off and like, all right.
as opposed to like just like plopping onto the top
Yeah.
sheet and just like trying to figure out like, because I always, if I don't make my bed, I always like kind of make it before I get in it. Like
Yeah.
not like literally make it, but like
But you pull the sheet over, you
pull
make
the
sure the
sheet, yeah,
blanket's
make-
even,
right. Make sure
and
it's
then
like
you
a-
get underneath it. Yeah.
yeah.
And then you mess it all up.
Then you mess it all up.
Mess it all up, but it's the warm, cozy feeling.
Always got to make your bed.
Yeah.
That's when you know you've ended your day, is when you're taking it off, and that's when you know you've begun the day when you're putting it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made my bed, and then my pajamas, I fold them up nice and neat, go on the
Do you
bed.
do pajamas?
Well, I wear shorts and a sweater.
But do you
Not
wear
really pajamas, but I wear them to sleep every night. So
Do you wear the same pajamas?
for about a couple days, I'm just sleeping in them.
I have the weird black people thing. If you wear it once, it's dirty.
Okay. I was like, where is this going?
Yeah, even if it's like, I mean, I've gotten better with it, especially
Even
if
with
it's
like jackets.
no.
Okay, I was
no,
about to say.
not jackets, but like, I've gotten better at like, if I have these athletic shorts and I wore them if I wore them for 8 hours at night, and I wasn't sweating, like it's fine. You can wear them again, but there's definitely times where
Sweats are the only thing that get the pass for me. So like these.
no, those get cleaned to me. Those are it's like fabric. They're all
Yeah.
fabric.
No, I don't
But
wear those
are
more than a
like,
day.
Those are like cotton. Those are like, I feel like those absorb.
Yeah, I get too sweaty.
Those
I
are,
think.
those are funk.
I don't sweat that much.
Those are like funk more to me.
God damn it, boys. You might have got on my head. No, you're not taking this away from me.
You're not taking this one away from me.
I've only got like 3 pairs of sweats that I like, and I'm not going to wash them every 3 days. I can't get that level of OCD, damn it.
Do you wear sweats every day?
Yeah, that's what I wear to bed.
That's like your
That's my go-to. But it's either my sweat shorts or like my jogger sweats.
I found these pajama shorts at Target. Like, I think I started wearing these pants in like high school. I still got them. Actually one of them the elastic wore out. The other one I customized them when I was working with Blue Knights. I customized it, put a Blue Knights thing on it.
Trash person.
Those are the only pair of Blue Knights pajama shorts that exist. So
Are you really that proud of that?
the fact that I own the sole pair, I mean, wouldn't you?
I mean,
But yeah, that's the yeah. I'll either wear those or like basketball shorts, and then maybe a shirt, maybe not.
never a shirt.
Never a shirt.
No, I like to sleep cold, so I put
Even
a sweater
cold?
on.
Nope. Even at other people's places, I'm gonna take my shirt off. Sorry about you.
I don't like the
First night I won't, but the second time I sleep at your place, I'm taking the shirt off.
I don't like the feeling of like that loose, like that, like my body is like exposed. Like
That's why I can't get behind the naked thing. Those people stress me out.
Oh, no.
people that just sleep naked, yeah.
That goes to the fear of getting got.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
not
no,
gonna-
I have the fear of that.
You're not
whenever
gonna
I-
catch me slipping.
Yeah.
I think
I-
I tried doing it once, and then I was like, nope. I was like 5 minutes in. Like,
Bro, I
just
can't even walk
sleeping
around
there.
my house naked. I don't know how people do that.
No.
That's easy.
And I gotta at least have a towel around or
Yep.
something.
I
Just free hanging.
yes.
Walking back and
Sleeping
forth.
naked is like a stressful activity because it's like a
I just somebody breaks in. And he's,
if you
Man, there's a good
get-
scare
get
tactic,
up
just
and,
be like, "Ha!"
wrap yourself like I cannot imagine getting up and wrapping myself and being like I'm gonna stab someone. Like, you can't be threatening in a blanket.
That's why I'm terrified of getting got in the shower. Like,
I think I'm finally over that. I'm finally over that like fear of like shower.
I'm good right now because my shower's got a glass door on it, so I can see through it. So
Do you close your the bathroom door
no.
when you shower?
No.
Well, dude, that's the key. Yes, you have a foggy mirror afterward, but
yeah, no, that's why I don't close it because I don't want fucking mirror.
Keen sense of hearing. You're not going to sneak up on me.
see, I'm blasting music in the. Did you hear something?
Yep.
I did hear something too. I was like, "What is that?" Hello. Hello.
All right.
Well, if we get stabbed, it's three of.
Would you like to come on the podcast?
So this is what
I'll
I'm going to
interview
do
you.
now because I believe that somebody's in my house. I'm going to go through every single room and
Yeah.
and I'm going to open up every single door because that's how you not get got.
I definitely like heard something fall the other day. Heard something like fall
Yep.
in my apartment. I was like, well, I definitely spoke out loud. I was like, If anyone's in here, you're gonna get stabbed. So I'm gonna
Be a lot cooler.
Oh, yeah. The other night, I like just woke up, and I don't know if I was just like hearing things because I just woke up, but it sounded like something fell downstairs, just like hard, and I was like, "What? What was that?" And I actually have it's a wooden sword next to my bed, and so I'm walking with this thing downstairs. I'm like,
what is
"Hello?"
What's your go-to fear weapon?
go-to fear weapon?
Yeah.
Spoon.
My fist. Spoon for the eyes.
Getting real close. Yeet. Talk about some grapes.
Scoop. Say scoop. My go-to fear weapon. I don't have one, because again, I assume I'm not gonna get got.
No, mine's definitely the wooden sword. I keep it next to my bed.
Solid one.
I would say like if I had to get one, I would get a bat.
You have a bat?
No.
Then you can't get a bat.
I mean, eventually I'm gonna get a gun.
No,
so-
I'm saying getting a bat. Like I would get a bat. I don't have a.
You've never been afraid enough to walk around your apartment with some weapon in your knife?
No.
Weapon in your hand?
No.
Really?
I don't have fears. Like
It's the only fear I have.
really?
Yeah, my fear of getting got supersedes everything.
I know. Every time I walk into my house, I'm like, kind of do like a double check, make sure everything's in the same place.
Yeah.
Like as I'm watching more like horror movies, I'm realizing like I don't really have that many fears. Like
Getting got, small children, alien shit, demon shit.
you know what I do have a fear of?
Those are the four.
I went to the
Grandma's.
antiquity not antiquities, antiques and oddities shop.
God damn it. Yeah. Sorry, he said grandma's. I didn't think about that. That shit's terrifying. All right,
Grandma's?
yeah.
Nah, they make you cookies. They don't kill you. No, they make you cookies. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're telling me
Yeah, they can lace
you
the
would.
cookies.
Well, this is the thing. I want to put a pin in your thing. I know about the
Yeah.
antiquity thing.
Yeah. Antiques.
Antiques.
I said antiquity and it like threw me. I was like, what are I talking about? Romans.
I said it because you said it. It felt wrong, but
Yeah.
my idea of fear is if I'm getting got, what is more terrifying to get got by?
Interesting.
So a small child getting me, terrifying, because I don't believe they can get me. So the idea of them getting me is terrifying. Demon shit, alien shit, very clear. Both real. Not messing with it.
Interesting.
What else I said the fourth one was? Getting got in general. And then grandmas. You telling me you wouldn't be terrified if a grandma came up on you with a knife and stabbed you in the chest?
No.
The other thing is, I don't know if a grandma would have enough oomph to get it into your chest.
That's what I'm.
I don't know if they can lift their
Wildly
shoulder high enough.
underestimate the sharpness of the blade.
Here's where I see fear.
But can they move fast enough? Like,
I see fear.
Getting got implies, I don't mean to cut you off, but getting got implies that it's a surprise.
true.
But getting got also means that it's gonna happen. I don't see any of those things actually happening.
Must be nice.
Like, I don't see like
So you're just
zero
walking around
fear of
Walmart, and at every grandma you see,
like
I'm ready to fight always.
how many second graders could you take on? How many at once?
see,
How many how many waves of 5 second graders with a 5th grader can you
in
take on?
between.
My answer is I could probably get to 15 before I get tired. 15 waves. Because I'm just punting the second graders. That's easy. 5th graders I got to be a little bit more like proactive with.
Jeez,
Kick, punch.
this question's always so
kick,
weird.
punch.
I'm to save energy. I'm doing the judo hip toss.
Just toss.
Throw on the ground
Oh, I love
over the hand, over the head, left hand to the face. Dunskies.
Nice.
But just
7-year-old.
straight soccer kick to the second graders. 15 waves.
How many at one time though? At second
One
graders.
time. Just second graders?
Yeah.
7-year-olds.
How many of them can you take on?
They could
Do
still
they have any weapons or is they freehand?
No, freehand.
Do they have nails?
Of course, the 7th graders.
Yeah, they're kids. They don't
second
know how to take
graders.
care of themselves. Probably have some kind of disease too.
It's like
They'll get you
they're
COVID.
gross.
I'm going a hard 30.
It's like end of recess. Like, so they're a little tired, but they're not
So
too tired.
a whole elementary class of students.
I could take on 2 elementary classes. I could take on 2 elementary. You put it like that? That's a good point. I could take down 2 elementary classes.
That's a horrible unit to put that in.
I mean, it's true. Our elementary class size were like
This
I
gonna
think
get flagged.
20 to
I
30.
might be able to take down an entire elementary school.
This is gonna get flagged.
Definitely. I stand by what I said. Continue your thoughts.
That's
Yeah,
a prayers
no,
to these second graders.
I think fear is based on what you think is actually going to happen, and I don't see if a grandma is attacking me, I'm gonna like push her away. Like what are you?
I can handle a grandma.
Just kick the knee in.
Then why are you afraid of her?
Like I said, the fear comes from the
The surprise of it.
idea of it because
I think it's more of
expect-
getting got by grandma and then that being the news
that shit's
headline.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
The embarrassment of it. Okay. Yeah.
Could you imagine getting run up on by a grandma?
Yeah. No.
And that's your obituary?
96-year-old steps 20.
Get killed by a grandma.
Yeah.
Killed by a. I'm gonna cut that part out.
Please don't. Please keep it.
It's episode 100 for you.
There you go, baby.
I don't know.
Mixed energy the entire time.
I've like definitely like fears or like
So what's your fears?
I guess like okay the antiques thing. So went to the antiques and oddities. Did not go of my own free will.
Naturally.
Uh,
The lady friend is very
yes,
much up,
yeah.
up her aisle.
She's into going to that, but I usually am if it's not the oddities part of it was the part that freaked me out because there
I've
was
been wanting
like
to go to the antique shops in Salado.
it's very if it's antiques I'm cool with it. I'm like old stuff great, but when you got like deer heads and like I'm gonna do it's a torso part of a mannequin with like an old timey swimsuit on, but then it's got like a head of a goose on top of it. They're just like,
Not that.
or it's just a baby arm, just sitting there, just a baby arm. I'm like, or like a duck in a little cage, and I'm like that kind of stuff is like,
So you think some kind of Toy Story stuff is going to happen and they're just going to come to life?
yeah, that's literally the fear is that things that look alive are going to be alive. That's the fear that I have.
I don't have that fear.
Really?
No.
Yeah, no. That's the fear I have is that things that
That's a good question.
like what are you afraid of? I mean, we asked this question.
Because we've asked this question before, but how we got here is better. What is your
Yeah.
definition of fear? And then what are you afraid of? Because then it means something completely different.
Right. Yeah, because I think because a lot of people have a lot of people's definition of fear is that like things that I cannot explain, like are going
Things that are unknown.
right,
Things that are unfamiliar.
right. Like it's that's
That's welcome back, YouTube
yeah.
viewers.
Technical difficulties.
Technical
you
difficulties.
can see it now.
We'll
the
keep the audio
fear.
in, but now you
Yeah.
can see us back. But yeah, just like anxiety is the fear of the future. Depression is the fear of the past.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Definitely not matter of fact, but just like
Right.
No, but as
an off definition.
stroke.
Yeah, broad strokes.
Yeah.
It's broad strokes out here. You know what it is.
Yeah, because that makes sense because because I have definitely more of a fear of the past than I do a fear of the future. I'm like, again, I don't
That's why depression is tied to regrets and. Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, that makes, but yeah, that'd be an interesting like question for people. Is like,
That's a
like,
good one.
how do you define fear? Because I think fear, like how you define fear, is kind of like how you live your life a little bit. Like when it comes to like how you manage risk and things like that.
Yeah, that's why I ball out on everything.
Because
If you think you're gonna get got before the age of 40, you want to make your time worth it.
right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But I don't. When it comes to, I don't think what I fear is going to kill me. I don't know about that though. Most because the things I fear are so like unexplainable that it's like that's not gonna like that would kill me on a TV show, but that's not gonna kill me in real life.
Yeah.
Like the goose coming the goose man coming alive with his tentacles.
Gooseman.
Goose man, I am the goose man, and I will eat you with my arm.
Baby arm.
Baby arm.
Baby arm.
Let me just.
Goo 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 ga.
Let me just.
Why didn't he say the
Scoot
second ga?
Scoot over with my baby arm.
Yeah, I
I got
know.
no other appendages. That is terrifying.
Yeah.
If I saw that, I'd be terrified.
Yeah, yeah, like that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna kill me, but I definitely I'm uncomfortable. Like she was saying, like I was like visibly like uncomfortable. I was like, yeah, I just can't deal with the smell.
The only time I've had that was when we went to New Orleans, and I went in one of those voodoo shops.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
I told you not to.
It wasn't my choice. It was a
hanging out with the
majority
white
group rule.
You're hanging out the white people.
No, it was the Mexicans. I walked in, me and the black dude walked out.
We're like, nope, not today. Nope.
Mexicans are very half and half. You got the brujeria Mexicans, and then you got the Mexicans that don't touch me with the brujeria.
Yeah, that's superstition. I'm not
Not me. Not messing with it.
I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious.
Just stitious, not super.
Just stitious.
Title.
Just
Justitious.
stitious. But yeah, I'm not superstitious, but like I definitely I don't care enough to find out, so I'm not going to. About like superstitions. And people are like, "Oh, I'm afraid of like you have to knock on this 3 times in order to make the ghost go away." I'm like, "Ghost?"
That reminds me of on TikTok. Everybody like there'll be a post about some paranormal quote unquote stuff like
Yeah.
a ghost or something, and all the comments is like, "I don't claim the negative energy in this video." I'm like, because the ghost is gonna read that and be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I
like-
can't get you."
Like people just do stuff out of like pure like superstition, and I'm just like, what? Like, what are you? Like, what are you like?
Part of me believes that the reason why I have such bad luck is because I didn't repost those pictures from MySpace.
Oh, and it's that kind of stuff that got people
Yes.
hooked into it. Like,
Oh,
I think it's that
Repost the red banana, or else you'll have 5 years of bad luck.
yeah, I
it's
never did
the
them.
Santa Claus thing. Like, did y'all as kids did you have Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have Santa Claus.
Really?
That's why like my like belief system is so like because like
Did your family grow up around Jews?
no
No.
like Christian family like.
Well, Mia's family, they don't do Santa or anything like that.
Like if you just don't do Santa, there's no like belief in like a thing like a thing that so like when it comes to people being like you're a Virgo, I'm like shut up like
Yeah.
like don't like yes some of the Virgo stuff like happens like there was this TikTok with someone like oh yeah
I hate how much y'all reference TikTok.
it's whatever but this
Bro, there's so much funny and useful stuff on there, though.
I refuse.
this girl was like my boyfriend made like a list of like every movie and TV show we should watch in alphabetical order and by thing and then me and my girlfriend we sent it to each other. She sent it to me and I sent it to her at the exact same time. And then the comments were like, "Oh yeah, this is such Virgo energy." I'm like, "Dang it!" I'm like, "Dang it, they got me again." But like a lot of that stuff, I'm like, some of that stuff like makes me like think about it, but I'm never like, "Yeah, it's Yeah, it's Virgo stuff. Like, you're such a Gemini. Like,
No, I think the only reason why that's a thing is like based on your birthday. It's like we talked about it before because I see January as like kind of like my birth month because it's the month that I was born in. So when it gets to January, I'm like, oh, it's my birthday's coming up and stuff. So I think it depends on like what time of year you celebrate your birthday
right.
and like when you think about that kind of thing.
Right.
Kind of depicts on something. I don't know how that works, but I think it has something to do with it.
I think it's mostly nonsense, but I think there's some weight to it for the fact that it's been around for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there is definitely some truth behind it because, I mean, I see the one for Aquarius and some of them I'm like, yeah, that's me. And I don't really see myself as any of the other ones. But I just don't really believe in the whole, oh,
You're such a Gemini. Like, be quiet.
I can't help it. I'm a Cancer or whatever.
That stuff. That's where I
That's what
lose it. When
bothers me.
people use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
That's why I hate the whole like caffeine thing as an excuse. I hate it. Like I'm like,
Go and
stop.
talk about it. I'll go on that bit because I'm gonna ask my mom to make you a shirt, and she'll make.
Oh yeah. I had this idea for a shirt. It's a very simple shirt, but very like, very mean.
Very aggressive.
It just says
Passive
it's a
aggressive.
black shirt with white letters, and it just says, "Your caffeine addiction is not an excuse." And I just want to wear that in a Starbucks. I just want to go to
You should
Starbucks.
definitely wear it to every
Oh.
PD we go to.
Yes. Oh, that's my PD shirt. Oh.
PD, what's that?
Professional
Professional
development.
development. It's all
Oh.
the teacher nonsense.
Where they're all just sitting there like, I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm like, shut up. Like, you don't need it. You're just you're
You're just grouchy for no reason.
You're grouchy.
You're
'cause
just a garbage person.
like,
Wake up a little bit earlier, meditate, and you'll be all right. Shut up.
like you'll be fine.
Go for a jog, you fat piece of garbage.
Like don't sit there and be like, oh, I haven't had my coffee. Like, no, be quiet. It's your fault, first off. But yeah, that's the that's the idea for that shirt. But yeah, that's like
Mom, he's a 2X.
yeah.
Make for him. It's my Christmas present to him.
But yeah, the superstition stuff and all that stuff is wrapped in it. I'm just like, if you want to believe it, you go ahead. But I don't know. What can I say?
Well, boys, I want to make a steak tonight. I haven't had a steak in about 2
Make a
weeks.
steak
That
yet?
makes me
You want
sick.
to finish with the old segment? What we watching?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Old Faithful, man. We haven't asked this
Yeah.
question in a long time. Yeah, what are we watching?
I mean, I'm catching up on. I mean, what if it's still been going on? Have you watched?
Where is that on?
Disney Plus?
Disney Plus?
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, it's still with all the Marvel stuff in there. It's
That
good.
makes sense.
It's
Part of
not.
me thought it was YouTube.
It's not as I was gonna say revelatory. That's a word. There's not many like revelations going on, like for the full like Marvel cinematic. Not yet.
But yeah, they have talked about, though, certain episodes, like, becoming part of the live-action cinematic universe, which is crazy, because the certain ones that they're talking about were the insane, like, what
Yeah.
episodes?
But yeah, there's some of those. Yeah, some of those. It's been a good show. I'm also back on like trying to get like through Boruto, but back into anime, and I'm trying to catch up because they're like 200 episodes in. I'm on like 50. I'm like, oh god.
Curtis finished One Piece.
He finished One Piece. It's like 1,000 episodes. That's too many.
Yeah.
It's too. I don't have the time to sit there and I've watched like 5 episodes in a row and I've been like, I can't do this again for another month.
It's a lot.
Trying to think of what else Nine Perfect Strangers is a good show.
Looked interesting.
I need to watch that one and only. I watched a couple episodes of Nine Perfect Strangers, but Only Murders in the Building. Steve Martin and Martin Short, Selena Gomez, weird trio of people, but I'm like cool. What about you?
Just on the Game of Thrones grind, bro.
Oh yeah, you're still
I took like a week off basically because I was getting home so late that I just
Yeah.
didn't get a chance to watch it.
You're still cranking through Game of Thrones.
Still cranking through it.
Is it good?
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
It's good. It's worth it.
I've been meaning to.
I think it's worth it. I don't know if it's your realm of of enjoyment.
I've thought about it, but
I don't know. They're like,
I definitely do like
how
things to
much
be a
do
little
you
bit more,
love Lord of the Rings?
not like love. Wait, hold on. I haven't like read the Silmarillion or like, I'm not that intense about it. Like,
No, I'd never read any of the books.
Oh, you did? You didn't? Oh, I read all
I
of
don't
them.
read books. Come on, now.
I like had a box set.
The first book I read was sophomore year of high school.
Huh?
Yeah. Finished. Front to back.
Sophomore year of high school?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't count like Dr. Seuss or anything like
What
that.
did you do for like middle school with like the AR? Like, did you?
Diary of a Wimpy
What?
How did you just say?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh yeah, no. Take
What?
garbage out of here.
That's all I read.
I was outside.
My claim to fame was
I was
that
building fences.
in middle school I read like the 12th grade books. Like,
No. Reading was not my personality. I wasn't a nerd.
I didn't read much. I did read some.
You just told me that your claim to fame was reading at a 12th grade level. You're a nerd.
I read like 3 books at a 12th grade level though.
I read 0.
So 3 times more of a nerd. Mathematically,
You're 300% more nerdy than I am. Suck it. Got you on some nerd. Nerd to prove how nerd you are.
yeah,
Got him.
You're 300% more of a nerd than I am.
No, I mean, Lord of the Rings. It was one of my favorite movies growing up, and just that lore of pseudo medieval different beings.
I
my shit.
I like all that stuff. I just never.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. Game of Thrones.
I watched like a couple episodes of it. And I got so bored. It's a very boring show.
It's definitely not.
The battles.
We've already talked about this. You're an anomaly, and you frustrate the shit out of me. Like, how boring of a person you can be, and then you get bored with other people's stuff. Like, shut up. What are you watching, Kris?
Right now, I'm just watching What If Like Him.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, it's a Marvel series. Basically, what if blank happened to blank? So, what episode is what if when Hank and just Hank went back to get his wife from the quantum realm, she had a zombie disease that brought it back into the real world, and it spread across the universe. And there's only like 6 survivors or something like that on Earth.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
Intense.
it's pretty crazy. And then it's like, what if Doctor Strange lost his heart? So instead of him just being in the car crash, Catherine, is it Christine?
Yeah.
Is in the car with him, and that's what leads him to be Doctor Strange, is her death in the car crash,
Yeah.
instead of losing his hands. But he spends the entire time trying to learn how to get her back instead of being a better person, really. And so it leads to like the destruction of his world.
That's a rough one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's some. But there's also things like what if Thor was an only child? So
Yeah. And he just throws a massive party on
So
Earth.
he became like a party god.
I didn't like that. That was the most recent episode. I don't really care for it.
That was
It was
very-
literally just him throwing a party on Earth.
It was very Looney Tunes. Like it was.
Yeah. However, the ending was pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
The next 2 episodes are gonna be dope.
Yeah. But I just started it last night with being able to watch, and it's called Lost in Space on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
I'm only 1 episode in, but from what I've gathered so far, it seems like some asteroid or some kind of thing hit the Earth, and it made the air toxic or not really inhabitable. So they started, I guess the government funded some kind of tests for people to go do, and if you passed all the tests, you got sent on the mission to go find a new world
Yeah.
for humans to inhabit. And something happened. Either aliens attacked the like main shuttle that they're all traveling on, but luckily it's like different families. Like each have their own pod, and they're all on this huge spaceship. So they attack this pod, and they all separate. All the families go into their pods and leave. But the family we're following right now lands on a planet and gets trapped, and this frozen planet.
And that one's like a reboot of like an older show actually too.
Is it?
Yeah, I think there's a show like in like the '90s or like one of those. It looked kind of like a bad sci-fi show, but it's like a reboot of like one of those shows.
So far, it's pretty cool. I don't want to give away too much. I mean, it's the first
Sounds
episode, but
Gotta watch more stuff. I haven't had time.
I try to watch. I don't know if you've been on Netflix, but there's a new one called like Squid Games or something like that.
Oh yeah.
We tried watching it, but I guess it's originally a Chinese show, and so it's English like voiceover on top of them mouthing Chinese words, and I can't handle that.
Yeah, I've found that speaking of like Netflix, I'm not on Netflix anymore.
Seldom.
Like, there's nothing on Netflix I like. There's stuff that I want to watch on there, but like, I find myself more on Hulu. I'm still going through Veep, so I'm like still on HBO Max all the time. Disney Plus, of course, for like Marvel stuff, but like I'm like off of Netflix now. It's weird. I like opened up Netflix again. And was like, there's a bunch of movies on there that I haven't.
Yeah, they've been adding a lot to their catalog, low key.
I mean, yeah, they add stuff, take stuff off. Like
they've added more like relevant stuff now recently because they were at a time where it was like just Netflix stuff and everybody was like
and like off Broadway style movies where it's not like the bangers.
Yeah, those B movies. Yeah. I was watching Master of None. It's one of my favorite. I watched the first couple episodes. I was like, this is such art, and then it's on Netflix. So when I got off of Netflix, I forgot that I watched like 3 episodes of it. I was like, this is amazing and beautiful. Like, I have like 5 more episodes left of that season.
Such a nerd. Shut up.
It's such a good show. Such a good show.
All right. Well,
it's boring, but it's good.
Episode 100, boys.
We did it. Another brown. Yeah.
There's nothing gonna be there.
Damn it. See, the problem is I'm listening to the audio. So, so I just have to hope.
I didn't take into account that you were not watching the video as well.
I mean, I can put my own sound effects in too. So.
Anyways, appreciate you boys being here. Appreciate you guys helping me put the studio together, man.
Yeah. Happy.
Definitely couldn't have done without y'all.
It looks fancy.
It looks cool, man. It feels good.
We're in a new stage in life, new chapter.
Can't wait to have some new people on. Got some ideas.
Season 2.
Season 2. Well, this would be season 4.
Studio wise, yeah.
Studio wise.
I guess, yeah. Wait, when does season 1 end? Like at the end of the table?
Yeah. Well, it should be season 3 because we only did like 3 episodes at the bar table.
Yeah.
Then we moved it to the guest room.
Well, it could be like 3.5 because in the guest room we changed it up.
Right. That's what I'm like trying to like. I'm like, what's the
It's just 4.
Gosh, we're recording on potato.
We've really been on the come up. Boys.
We're really. Now we got like
slowly on the come up. We got a full sound room.
Life's different.
We got a TV, logo. We got lights. It's cool, man.
Same old folks.
Same bunch of scrubs that have no business doing a talk show, but here we are.
Talking.
Well, appreciate you boys. Everybody been rocking with us all the way to the end. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy. Peace.